we're live. We made it. We were chatting backstage about this. I was like, we can do this. I hit the button. Hit the button. So, this is gonna be fun. You can tell. I think some of the panelists don't even know what's going on, but we're gonna figure it out. So
Why am I
here for the ride?
Where am I? Who am I?
A nice dress and make us all our
I was promised punch
I'm
and
the
pie.
host. S.
Yep. Punch
The
and pie.
hostess.
And if you were Latino, you'd be the host. SA.
Oh, good Lord.
No.
Good Lord. No. So my co-host, Tiny But Fierce, she will be reading a few different parts today. We're going to go down who's reading for what part shortly. But just to introduce ourselves. Hello, how are you? We've got some of our diehards. Alfredo, Adam Reveal, 1,000 men in the chat. Andrew. That's men. Anna. Hi, Anna. I don't think I've seen Anna before. But I'm going to be like the Wizard of Oz man behind the curtain over here. So Leon is going to help me with your comments. So if I don't see them and if you don't see that I see them, just know we're working on some stuff. Okay. So thank you, Tiny, for being my co-host once again. And today we're doing something a little different than what we normally do, where we typically would walk through an episode and talk about like the quandaries and emotional or societal dilemmas, or all the things, ethical quandaries. Today, I wanted to do the big goodbye because it's very, very up my alley.
It's a great episode, and as far as I know, is the only Star Trek episode to actually win an Emmy.
It won
really?
Peak, I think, as well. I'm not sure about
Maybe.
the Emmy.
I think there's been a couple episodes I know that were up for an Emmy, but I think this is the only one that won the Emmy. But I could be wrong.
It's a great episode. We'll see how this one goes, and maybe we'll do some other holodeck episodes because they lend themselves so well to the script reading.
I am not a merry man.
Yeah, the Western one, the Robin Hood one.
No.
Yeah,
do some homework.
Especially the Robin Hood one because you got so much crap from Q on that.
He was fun. And Leon, my co-host from my other shows, welcome back.
I'm stoked to be here. This is going to be a blast. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. Did a lot of prep and then realized I may have overdone it because we're all just sort of having fun and chilling out, and it's going to be great. But the important thing is who Sammy is playing. I think that's going to be the icing on this episode's cake. So by all means.
I love it. It was Thursday, and Leon was like, "You do know the Star Trek show was in 3 days?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess I should figure something out." So thank you for that. And we'll go left to right, like we're reading a book here. Sammy, welcome back. Hey, Zebra.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I will either go by Jordy or Cyrus Redblock.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Redblock.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on. You can follow me at Cyrus Redblock on X. Or no, this is cool. I was looking at it. This episode came out 2 days after I was born. I was born October 12th, 1987. This came out October 14th. So
and what's your social security number? Just
mother's maiden name.
6969420. And
very nice.
Illegal resident confirmed.
No, this is awesome. I love the idea of this. I think there's so much more to explore, like doing table reads and stuff like that. You've totally appealed to the theater nerd in me that I was in high school. There's so many like blacklisted scripts that have never seen the light of day that we could just like totally explore and do stuff like this.
Why do they got to be black though?
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, there's so many scripts that like never saw the light of day, and it was just simply because of whether it was budget or studio miscommunications or everything. I mean, this is a great start to this, and TNG is a wonderful show, and I'm happy to be a part of this, even if I'm.
Well, you know who isn't happy to be a part of this is the man right in the middle, TEBOW. He is here under duress and threat of bodily injury.
Okay, hang on. To be fair, I liked Next Generation. I'm just not a Star Trekkie. Okay, I'm not a Trekkie at all. I grew up on Star Wars. We were Star Wars only, like all the books, all the movies, just none of the Star Trek stuff. But hey, I love Next Generation. I love Patrick Stewart. So I'm happy to be here. I just don't know how much authenticity I can give to the read. That's all.
Oh no, this is not. I mean, we aren't actually up for an Emmy, so Darnell.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God.
Now, to be fair, YouTube does do its end of the year awards. For all you know, this could be some sort of sleeper hit stream that YouTube ends up nominating for streamies or what the fuck ever.
Yeah, listen to Scott Pressler.
Commit to the bit.
Yeah, until they start going through all of our Twitter history and they're like, oh no, we can't give it to these people.
Canceled. Thank you, TEBOW, for being a good sport. And Diesel, it's been a long time. I'm happy to have you back. You mentioned a long time ago when I first started talking about doing the monthly Star Trek show, and sorry, Tiny stole your spot. I never committed to anything though, but Tiny was my girl on it. So.
That's.
But you did mention it back then.
She's
a
better, much prettier co-host than me anyway. She's got. Yeah, she's.
Dude, don't sell yourself short. You look like if Arnold Schwarzenegger beat up homeless people, dude. Don't sell yourself short. You're beautiful.
He's Schwarzenegger.
So you got that going for you.
He's Michael Biehn and Schwarzenegger combined. Look at him.
I can see that. Yeah.
You know, when Leon gives you compliments, just remember.
Not gay. SSA.
Yeah. Plus, Iron and I have our we got our space jockey show. All credit to Iron for coming up with that beautiful title. That's a dope title, Iron. You rock for that, man. That was just great. Just pulled that out of nowhere because I'm a huge Alien fan. And Henry Rollins.
There he is.
You
I thought you went mute for a second there.
Yeah, no, like, okay, audio.
My brain just went to that video for Liar, man. And I saw
that's where mine went too when they said that. That's why I highlighted the comment.
It's like Liar.
I thought you were going to explain that Arnold Schwarzenegger does beat the shit out of homeless people, and
get out of here! I'm going to crush you. And on a different note, when my daughter was little, when she would take off when it was bath time, she'd take off the last stitch of clothes. She'd just go and then start running around. So I'd have to chase her around the house, and I would go after her. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, get back in, little girl, get in the tub, and I'll just be running around. And she used to watch like the Fairly Odd Parents, and in the one like jacked like fairy guy, and she never understood the Arnold Schwarzenegger reference. And then she saw something and she said, it's like, what's his name from the Fairly Odd Parents or something. Anyway, it's weird, but it was funny. I used to chase her around in that accent. Yeah. I used to do a fairly good one, but fuck that dude. Screw you, freedom.
Do we have two Tinies?
Sorry.
Two Tinies?
Yeah, we have 2 Tinies because I was trying to make it so that this was easier, but I'm messing everything up. So just give me a minute. Sorry.
All 2 Tinies is one mini.
Professional. Sorry.
To be fair, I like the Boa Hancock Tiny better. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that's that character's name. That's
Boa
the character's
Hancock,
name.
yeah, man.
Boa Hancock.
He doesn't like the muscle mommy Tiny.
I mean, muscle mommies are great. No, dude, my celebrity crush is Ronda Rousey. I love fucking muscle mommies. I'm also a One Piece fan. So.
Sakes, moving on.
Next we have Darnell. Darnell, you've been on my channel, but it's been forever.
Yeah.
So
the autism episode was the last one I did with you.
Well, it sounds a little misleading because a lot of our episodes on most of our channels are autism episodes.
It was about parents.
It was the parent.
Yeah.
The parenting roundtable. No,
yeah.
Stop it.
What I did?
You apologized.
Oh.
I hear you.
All right. Well.
Much better. Much better.
Yeah. So thanks for having me back. I enjoy being here. I love being in front of people. I love making a spectacle of myself and entertaining. So
you do a fantastic job of that. So the reason we are all here today is the big goodbye. Episode 12 of season 1 of Next Gen. It aired January 9th, 88. And IMDb has some work to do because they said it's episode 11. The rest of the world says it's the 12th, or it says it's episode 12.
Well, and the bootleg site that I watched it on said it was episode 11 too.
It's 12.
Hulu said 12.
I was on Paramount. It's 12.
Oh yeah, Paramount. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Paramount is asshole. So the quality of the screenshots that I have aren't the best because they are from I'm a pirate. So
Arg.
I don't need them though, because we have this lovely panel of people. This is just kind of help give you some visuals for the setting the scene and all that going forward. So Captain Picard and some of his crew are caught in a deadly trap in the holodeck as the result of a ship-wide scan from an alien race. You never see the alien race in the episode, but they do describe them in the script. So there were some goofs, and people always like to bring this up about the episode as far as the holodeck and how it works. In the staff, well, not this particular goof, but in the staff meeting, Picard will say next time he visits the holodeck, he wants the ship's historian, Wayland, but later he refers to Wayland as a fiction expert. So little problem with continuity. A detective gets punched near the temple. He falls down and holds his jaw. So factual errors. Geordi and Wesley claim that the crew members in the holodeck could vanish if the computer problem isn't solved correctly, but this is not true. The holodeck is simply a place where holograms are projected and can have physical effects upon humans if the safety protocols are removed. The only harm that could come to the people trapped in the holodeck would be something that happened to them in the program, such as being shot or falling. If the holodeck program were taken offline, the crew members would simply be left in a bare room, which has been shown in numerous episodes with the grid. You know, everyone knows except for TEBOW. So moving on.
I have vague references I can pull from. It's okay.
No, we get it. This episode was hard to masturbate to, but not impossible.
Exactly.
Moving on.
You try hard enough. So we don't need to go through all of these, but they are on IMDb as like in the fun facts section. So there's a whole lot of us right now.
I could have sent you an actual picture of me.
It is so hard to get a screen grab of you. You hide behind that bill so often.
Yeah, exactly.
But for today's reading, I'm the director or the narrator. I'm telling you what the scene is looking like and who's doing what and all that. And so I'm playing Beverly. In addition to that, Tiny, co-host Tiny, she has 4 characters: Deanna Troy, Jessica Bradley, the secretary, oh my, and the desk sergeant, because it'll be funny. Leon, Words of Paradise, is only playing Captain Picard because he is talking throughout the entire show. So
the guy with the most hair is playing the guy with no hair.
Yes, it's opposite.
Correct.
I almost bought a bald cap for this.
Touché.
Just I didn't, but I almost did.
You should have.
Maybe next time.
And TEBOW, you will be reading for Data today, along with Lieutenant McNary and the Haradon,
the
who
alien
are off screen.
insects. Yes.
Alien insects. Yeah. So I just found an alien insect character.
Pretentious alien insect.
They look like the monsters from Armor.
Yeah.
It might actually be the monsters from Armor because I just searched for alien insect and I was like, okay, that's a filler because there wasn't anything. Moving on, Sammy Threepeat is the big bad Cyrus Redblock. Also, the street vendor, and also Geordi. Kind of. It makes sense. Just just have faith in the process. Diesel will be playing Riker, Wayland, and Worf. Worf has minimal parts, so hopefully won't be too much of a burden. I'm going to have to move Diesel because this is very... there. That's better.
What?
You're right on top of yourself.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a diesel
Very
substance.
masturbatory, like
a little diesel on diesel action.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You just made me think about something awful.
Cue Careless Whisper.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Never gonna dance again. His guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Mr. Data.
Make it so.
Oh no.
Now you're joking.
Okay.
Darnell.
Darnell is going to be playing Felix Leach in the lower bad, but still a big bad in the show. Lieutenant Bell, Tasha, and shut up, Wesley. Little this, little that. So, shall we start with the teaser before we get to Act 1? You ready? First up will be Riker. After I tell you what's happening. I'll make sure my people are ready. You ready? Can I start?
And
Okay.
scene.
Oh, okay. We're on the exterior in space. It's the Enterprise. The ship passes over us slowly, giving a distinct impression of its great size.
Ship's log. First Officer Riker reporting. Stardate 41997.7. We're about to make a brief but necessary contact with a Harada, a reclusive race known for its idiosyncratic attitudes towards protocol. The Federation has been trying unsuccessfully to establish a relationship, and now the task falls to Captain Picard.
Now we go into the interior main bridge, wide angle. We're still on that one. Wide angle. Riker sits alone at the command area. Wesley and Worf man the ops and con. Data is in the science one. Is that science one?
In 2 days, we'll reach the area of their planet known as Tirana 4. The Harada demand a precise greeting. Their language is most unusual.
We move into the interior captain's ready room, moving in on Picard.
The slightest mispronunciation is regarded as an insult.
Picard is earnestly studying. We see a text filled with Haradan figures and their English equivalents. The two shot, to include Deanna Troi here, sitting across from him, helping him with the dialect.
The double bars indicate an elongated S sound.
And the inverted T means to hold the Z.
Unless
it is followed by 3 wavy lines, in which case the Z becomes a B.
Exactly.
What a language.
Picard pushes the text aside and wearily rubs his neck. Picard.
I said what a language. I actually said.
Yeah, but then she said the part before.
You said it early.
Yeah, I said my part early. My bad.
It is an insect mind.
My mind's barely working.
Take a break, sir.
No, I want to go over it again.
You could be over-preparing. We've been looking forward to the upgrade of the holodeck. You have the time. You need the diversion.
Angle in on Picard. He's thinking about what Troy said.
Dixon Hill.
The program's installed and waiting.
The interior of the Enterprise, entrance to the holodeck, angle up on Picard. Picard touches the computer panel on the wall. Planet and city.
Earth, United States, San Francisco, California.
Time period. Pondering it.
1941. AD.
File or access code.
File, Dixon Hill, private detective.
Enter when ready. Picard steps through the doors. Now we're in the interior of a hallway. It's nighttime, and he comes out in a darkly lit hallway circa 1941. At the end of the hall is a wooden door with a glass window. The letters on the pane read Dixon Hill, private investigator. Picard is pleased. He opens the door. Now we're on the interior of the waiting room or office. It's nighttime. Hill's secretary, a plain blonde with a bubbly personality, is just on her way to lunch. She looks Picard up and down with bemusement.
Very funny, Dix. What'd you do? Lose another bet?
I don't understand.
The bellboy suit. Are you moonlighting at the Fremont?
Picard looks down at his uniform.
The uniform. Totally inappropriate. Why didn't I change?
The secretary hurriedly pulls on her coat and gloves.
Mr. Leach called twice, and there's a lady named Bradley waiting in your office. Nice legs.
In a flash, she's halfway out the door. Very well done, Tiny.
Got a hot date with my fella. I'll see you in the morning.
She gives Picard's uniform one last look, shaking her head as she shuts the door behind her. Picard is left alone in the waiting room. He's thrilled by the detail in this, the somewhat run-down workplace of the fictional detective Dixon Hill. A rustling noise in the adjoining room reminds Picard that someone's waiting for him. As he pushes the door open, the first thing he sees are the great pair of legs his secretary mentioned. Mrs. Jessica Bradley rises to greet the detective she's come to see. She's a wealthy woman in her late 20s who radiates a seductive sensuality. The rest of her body matches her legs. She can't help but wonder at the sight of Picard's maroon and black uniform.
I lost a bet.
Oh, well, at least you're ready for Halloween.
Halloween?
I need your help, Mr. Hill. Someone is trying to kill me.
There's a musical scene. It fades out. This is the end of the teaser before we get to Act 1. Yay! How's the chat doing?
I'm sorry, I messed up the same as Leon and not letting you read the stage direction.
Fine. It's fine. Words, thank you for the gifties. Didn't have to, but you did, but it means the world to me. Oh, and there's boobs. There's boobs. I was not aware. What else is going on? Zach's with a member for 1 month chat. Moxie borrowed Leona's dress and looks fabulous.
I even dared so far as to pay for shipping for her. It was very important that this be done right.
Such a doll. Okay. Oh no. Kate.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love Kate.
Damn it, you had to say something.
He's like, there's no feet in this.
Oh my
No, but there was
God.
a talk about a shot with legs, and what comes with legs?
In the
Yeah,
actual episode, Picard looks down at his legs and she goes,
Agency.
"No, we're not. I'm not talking about your
Yeah.
legs. Talking about her legs."
Yeah.
They do add some funnies to the episode, that make it quirkier and more comical than just the script. So I was trying to like watch it and pair up with the script, and I'm like, oh, well, that was funny. I like that in the show. Good job. Plus wanting that. So
Yeah, there was a couple
I-
ad libs that I caught as well, where I was just like, yeah, that was a better choice.
awesome. Okay, ready for Act 1?
Let's do it.
Okay. So we're on the exterior, space, the Enterprise. The ship moves slow. The ship smoothly cruises. That's a tongue
My
twister.
words.
Through the
actually
starry
okay.
blackness of space.
Captain's log. Supplemental. I'm delighted with how the holodeck was created the fictional world of Dixon Hill.
Then we go back to the interior of Dixon's office on Picard.
20th century detective who's been a hero of mine since childhood.
A wider angle to include Jessica.
The illusion is flawless. The computer characters accept me as Dixon Hill, even to the extent that Jessica Bradley, a millionaire's wife from the wrong side of the tracks, wants to hire me.
I'm not sure who wants me dead. My husband, my stepdaughter,
Or a lover, perhaps.
perhaps.
Mrs. Bradley shoots Picard a sly look.
Perhaps. Perhaps Cyrus Redblock.
You see a reaction from Picard, but it never comes.
I need you to find out. Name your fee.
$20 a day, plus expenses.
Agreed.
She gets up as though preparing to leave.
I haven't said yes yet.
Oh, you'll say yes.
She moves closer and kisses him tenderly. Picard is surprised by the warmth of her lips.
If it's Redblock, he must think I've got what he's looking for. But believe me, I don't.
I'll take your word for it.
Jessica hands him money. We see a crisp $100 bill.
Here's a C note in advance. Consider it a retainer. And next time, could you wear a suit?
She takes one of his business cards from his desk and then exits as the captain watches her leave the office. Now alone, it's clear he's enthralled by this imaginary world. He opens the window and looks down on the street. We can hear the sounds of moving traffic and honking horns. To himself softly.
Remarkable.
Picard leaves the window. He touches the insignia on his chest, and a quick, high-pitched sound can be heard through the closet door in his office. Picard knows that the sound indicates another holodeck exit. He opens the closet door and finds the portal. Just before he steps through, there's a knock on the waiting room door. The silhouette of a small man can be seen through the pane. He knocks again delicately, his knuckles sounding like a woodpecker rapping on a hollow tree. Picard calling out.
You'll have to call again. I'm just leaving. I'm not dressed properly. I'll be back.
And he leaves, walking through the exit. The office door opens. Leach enters. Mr. Leach has short, curly hair and big, bulging eyes. He wears a bow tie and speaks with a strange, nasally tone that betrays a Middle Eastern background.
Not yet, please.
Leach looks around the empty office, confusion on his face. In the interior of The Enterprise, the holodeck corridor by the side exit. Picard walks down the corridor and turns the corner to the main entrance on the holodeck. Addressing the computer panel.
Memory, save current setting.
Current setting saved.
Holodeck off.
And then we see the exterior, and he's got this little sly smile with the lipstick on his face, which people have complained that that's not realistic for stuff in the holodeck to come, appear on the outside or present on the outside. But
yeah,
they do also say that some features of the holodeck are that it can materialize some things. So they kind of explained it away.
Little known fact, he brought back the lipstick and HPV.
Oh no! God damn it!
Oh, that's how it happened?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh no! Hold on.
And you call that the tractor story?
I clicked the wrong one first, but
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
thank you.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, so the Enterprise is on its way for the rendezvous with the snarky little, snippy little aliens, insectoid aliens. And so they're heading to the rendezvous. We can move on to the observation lounge. The officers are gathered around the table.
And when I looked down the street, I actually saw automobiles.
Worf looks up.
an ancient Earth device used primarily for transportation.
Ah.
Also seen as a source of status and virility, often a prime ingredient in teenage mating rituals.
Angles in on Wesley.
Oh,
Reaction to the idea of teenage mating rituals.
teenage mating rituals.
Shut up, Wesley. Oh. That's it. Where'd I go? So it's back to shot. Picard.
Yeah, that's you.
Sorry, I was waiting for the bat shot. I saw an entire block from the window.
It sounds wonderful.
I'm going to try again. Only this time, I'm going to dress the part.
To Beverly.
Why not come with me? Sorry.
They close on Beverly, surprised and pleased that she's been asked.
I also want to take that historian, the 20th century expert.
Waylon.
Yes, Waylon. He probably knows more about Dixon Hill than I do.
I will tell him.
Invite him, Mr. Data. This is, after all, a leisure activity. The sense of reality is incredible. When that woman kissed me, it was so...
Picard cuts off when he realizes Beverly is staring at him. She chooses an adjective and finishes his sentence. Exciting?
Real.
Clears
The
his
subject
throat.
of this meeting. The subject of this meeting is the Haradan rendezvous. Proceed with the briefing. Number 1.
Riker's been enjoying the discussion, but he quickly switches gears.
This is primarily a necessary diplomatic mission. The Haradan are strategically important to the Federation. Previous attempts failed because they are so easily irritated. A slip in the pronunciation of the greeting caused a 20-year rift in the relation.
Therefore, the captain must recite the entire greeting without any mistakes.
Simple as that.
Yes, if on the other hand, the captain makes even the slightest error.
Tasha?
You got this. You got this,
Okay.
Tasha.
The captain is well aware of the gravity of the situation, Commander.
I have located a history tape of the last Federation starship. Messed me up, man. Whew. In contact with the Harada.
Yeah?
It graphically demonstrates what happened when the captain offended them.
Offended them. Not defended them.
The captain is familiar with that data.
Should we not run it?
It's not necessary. Meeting adjourned.
Back to the interior corridor on Data and Geordi walking together.
Why would the captain not want to review all the information available on the subject?
When you've seen the Jordan react once, you don't ever want to see it again.
Data shrugs and decides to change the subject.
Dixon Hill is the most puzzling character.
Not really. He's just a 20th century Sherlock Holmes.
But modus operandi is quite dissimilar, worth investigating.
Indubitably, Watson.
Data gives Geordi a look. Back on the main bridge, science station. At Science 1, he stares thoughtfully at the blank screen.
Computer, request all biographical information on fictional character Dixon Hill.
The computer briefly hums and clicks, searching its files. Working. Character first appeared in Pulp magazine. Amazing Detective Stories. Copyright 1934 AD. Second appearance in the novel, The Long Dark Tunnel, circa 1936.
Request complete text of all stories involving said character.
As the computer springs to life.
Increase speed. That's what she said.
The reflected computer letters dance across his face. Like a horde of green ants, Data's eyes race back and forth, reading the text at an incredible rate. We're back in the exterior of the Enterprise. The great ship cruises on toward the Haradan rendezvous. Now we're back at the outside of the holodeck entrance. Titan Picard.
Sorry, there was laughter all over my place. Give me a moment here.
30.
Captain's log. Supplemental. The Haradan rendezvous, 11 hours away.
It's clear the captain is not wearing his standard uniform.
I'm about to re-enter the world of Dixon Hill, this time properly dressed. An experience like this is more enjoyable when shared, so I've invited lit historian Waylon to accompany me. Dr. Crusher will join us shortly.
So we move to a full view of Picard, who is dressed like a 40s detective, trench coat and all. And then we see Waylon. He's supposed to be a red-headed literature expert, looking fashionable in his three-piece suit.
Ooh. Ready to go to San Francisco, Mr. Waylon?
More than ready, sir.
If it's anything like the last time, I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
That just sounds really gay now.
Yep. Yep.
The last time we went to San Francisco, you won't be disappointed. Oh my.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Waylon notices the look of surprise on the captain's face. The historian spins to see what he's looking at. Angle on Data, completely decked out for an excursion into the 40s. He's even wearing a Bogart-style hat, fashionably tilted over one eye.
Request permission to accompany you, sir.
Beautiful. The captain is too surprised to respond.
I have mastered the lingo of the period. Example, pseudo-Bogart. It was raining in the City of Angels, a hard rain, almost hard enough to wash the slime from the streets. But it never does. When the rain stops, the boulevard dries and the snakes once again slink from their holes. That's when my door opens and the helpless, the desperate walk through with heart full of hurt and a pocket full of nothing.
Picard and Waylon are amused and delighted.
It unearthed half-forgotten feelings the same way it dug up sleeping bones in shallow, unmarked graves. It was that kind of day.
Dixon Hill, the Black Orchid, Chapter 3.
Very impressive, gentlemen. Now, shall we?
The doors open. We see a view of San Francisco 1941 over them. The three men step inside. Their faces show wonderment. The holodeck's doors close behind them. And that's the end of Act 1. Yay! You're doing great,
guys.
Data.
I feel like I nailed it.
Oh.
I can't follow those two on the end anymore. I can't.
Wait,
I can really see Sammy's vision for the character.
wait,
I
haven't.
Reading Rainbow, motherfucker. Have you seen it?
I was really Federation historians don't do well.
No. He's a dude playing a dude playing a dude.
Hey, wait, are you saying that I'm a red shirt? Red shirt.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, hold on.
I think I'm
need to
gonna
get in
die this
character.
episode. Cool. Wait a minute. That's not cool.
Oh,
All right, I'm good.
Well, I mean, there's the historian in Space Seed who ends up almost overthrowing the Enterprise. This historian, and there's another one who gets killed on something else.
Now
Yeah,
I
it's
see
done a
why you
great
picked
job.
me to play this part.
You're solid.
are you ready to go to San
Scylla's a dead
Francisco?
man.
It's fabulous.
By the way, just a disclaimer: I'm not trying to be racist. I am just that white.
No. Get into character. You were just that black. I mean, my God,
Actually,
dude, you were
authentic,
killing
man.
it.
Oh, motherfucker, you
I
right.
really like your accent for
Yeah,
Jordy here.
technically, you're way blacker than LeVar Burton, man.
For
Oh,
sure.
sure. Oh God. Look at work sashaying away. Okay. Let's dive into Act 2. So we're on the exterior of the holodeck in 1941 San Francisco. Tied on Picard, Wayland, and Data, they step out in front of a newsstand. The three men turn their heads joyously, taking in the wonders of this illusionary city. The motorized sound of an urban city block fill the air. A grizzled news vendor standing behind his open stand calls out to Picard.
Hey, dicks.
Men approach.
How's tricks?
Picard doesn't know quite how to answer that question.
She's fine. Just fine.
Wonderful. He really thinks you're Dixon Hill.
A passing pedestrian plunks $1 on the counter. He sweeps up his paper and his change and continues on. Picard notes that the sign on the stand reads Joe's News and Magazines.
Say, Joe, I'd like to buy a paper, but I don't have any money.
Catch me next time, dicks.
He tosses a paper at Picard. The three from the Enterprise eagerly study its headlines.
Hitler on the move. Roosevelt presses Congress for British. DiMaggio streak reaches 37.
DiMaggio, Jolton Joe, the Yankee Clipper.
Baseball, a national obsession at the time.
The streak they refer to will eventually reach 56 games.
The vendor cackles again. He's finished with another customer and is listening to Data with amusement and fascination.
And be snapped by a pair of journeyman hurlers for the Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland.
The vendor's explosive laughter turns to a hacking cough as he pounds his fist on the table.
They got no pitching. They never got pitching. What are you, nuts or something?
Data continues undaunted, reciting the facts from his computer memory.
The record will stand until the year 2026 when the shortstop for the London Kings...
Hey, dicks, what gives? What's with this guy? He ain't from around here, is he?
No. He's not. He's from South America.
Yeah. Got a nice tan.
Picard is suddenly struck by something he sees in the paper. Wayland looks over his shoulder and reads the headline. Title on the headline, which reads, A Wealthy Socialite Murdered. The subhead reads, Police have several leads in the slaying of Mrs. Arthur Clinton Bradley. Picard staring at the accompanying picture of Jessica Bradley.
I should have listened to her. She told me someone was trying to kill her.
Wayland notes that the captain almost looks guilty that he didn't do something to protect her.
She's a page from a book, sir. That's all she ever was.
You retard.
Who's Bell?
There was
Oh
no bell.
shit! Sorry, that's me. Sorry. Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Two police detectives have appeared on the scene. Bell is a large man, a gruff career cop who clearly doesn't like Dixon Hill. McNary is a young Robert Mitchum. His sad eyes show he's seen too many dark things during his 9 years in homicide. Data is searching the area, having taken Bell's remark literally.
Cat?
Bell's mouth hangs open as he moves in for a closer look at the strange man.
What on earth? Where the hell did he come from? South America. Can't you tell?
Bell circles Data, looking him up and down.
Wherever you're from, while you're in my town, you keep your nose clean.
Data reacts. Bell turns his attention to Picard.
Well, tough guy, this time you really done it. Your goose is cooked but good.
I'm sorry about this, Dix.
Don't apologize to him. Where were you last night between 10 and midnight?
Picard shoots his compatriots an amused glance.
That would be a bit hard to explain. Bell.
Yeah, I thought you got through something. My bad.
Yeah? Well, you have plenty of time to come up with something. You're going downtown.
What for?
For the murder of Jessica Bradley.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy. We go back to the interior of the main bridge. White hiccup. I'm getting mine here. Murder of Jessica Bradley. Okay, we're going back to the Enterprise. That's not Sammy. That's not the same voice. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everybody, still watching. We have 97 of you cross platforms tuning into this. Thank you. Smash the like button. So Geordi and Wesley are at Ops and Con. Tasha at Security, Worf at Science 1. Riker exits the turbolift and steps onto the bridge.
Status report.
We're being probed, sir.
Oh my.
The Harada.
Most likely. But it's long range. Can't be certain where it's originating.
The bridge shudders, and a brief hissing noise is heard coming from the consoles. It moves to the interior of the corridor. The lights momentarily flicker as the probe races through the bowels of the ship.
Oh God.
There were choices. There were choices made here.
They were probed.
I regret them.
Regret everything. Races through the bowels of the ship. Okay.
Oh, sounds like my last colonoscopy.
Right?
We hear a high-pitched computer bleep, and the holodeck doors open by themselves. We can vaguely see the hallway leading to Dixon Hill's office. Then abruptly, the doors slam shut. Back to the main bridge. The shuddering stops. The probing has terminated.
Thank God.
One could get the feeling they don't exactly trust us.
Commander, I'm receiving subspace message from the Jarada.
Harada.
No.
That's not part of the plan. Pipe it through.
The voice we hear is alien and high-fleck. To our ears, it sounds like three voices in one: a deep male voice, a high-pitched female voice, and a 10-year-old child's voice.
How the hell am I supposed to pull that off?
Really nasally.
Everybody
Sound
read
like
at
a
the same
bug.
time.
You have offended us.
Enterprise.
You got this.
Okay. Enterprise, the time has come to honor us. We await your greeting.
This is Commander Riker, first officer of the Enterprise.
You are not captain?
No, sir, I'm not. I suggest we commence with screen-to-screen communication so we can see each other.
This time, when the Haradan interrupts, it sounds distinctly angry. We can hear a faint buzzing sound in the background.
Somebody has to buzz. You offend us. We will not show ourselves to a mere subordinate. We await your captain's greeting with growing unrest. End of communication.
Its face.
Terrific.
He turns to Geordi.
Get the captain. You'll find him in the holodeck.
Geordi nods and exits the bridge. Riker staring at the screen. Then we move over to the entrance of the holodeck on Beverly. Looking like a well-dressed woman from the 40s, she straightens her dress, struggles with her handbag, and starts to step through the opening. Beverly only goes halfway before backing out. She seems puzzled and disoriented as she looks at the control panel, wondering what went wrong. Looking a little worried, she tries again. Then we're inside of the police station. This time stepping through effortlessly and coming out in a police station waiting room. Data and Waylon are examining the recreated memorabilia on the walls while a police sergeant does paperwork at the front desk. Data turns to greet Beverly.
Hiya, Doc. What's shaking? Are you all right?
I'm just a little dizzy, thank you. I had some trouble coming through. Where's Captain Picard?
He's on ice.
Pardon?
He's being grilled.
What is he, Data? A fish?
The captain's being interrogated. They think he's committed a murder.
Shouldn't we be doing something to help him?
Relax, Doctor. It's all part of the game. Believe me, he's having the time of his life in there.
Then we move into the interrogation room. Picard's face is brightly lit. Little beads of sweat dot his forehead.
I have told you everything I know.
Yeah? Well, you're just going to have to tell us again from the top.
Picard leans back in his chair and smiles at his questioners. Their cigarette smoke swirls around his head, illuminated by the harsh white light.
Oh, very good. I've read all this before. It's exactly as it should be.
Spill it!
We go to the entrance of the holodeck in the corridor. Geordi, they close in on Geordi, a grave look on his face. He punches the intercom.
The forward shoot the bridge.
Riker here.
I can't find the captain, sir.
I told you, he's in the holodeck.
Something's wrong. I regret all of this. I'm
Lord,
sorry.
help me.
No,
I
you
love
don't.
it so
No,
much.
you
I
fucking
love
don't.
it so much.
You good, baby.
There's silence on the bridge. Everyone's heard the strange, halting tone of Lieutenant LaForge. He sounds serious.
What are you saying, Lieutenant?
Back at Geordi at the holodeck entrance. Camera pulls back slowly as Geordi stops trying to access the panel.
Oh, I can't communicate with them. There's no access to the program, and I can't open the doors.
And Act 2. Thank you.
Before we go on to Act 3, there were some gifties that I might need addressed.
Yes, thank you. There was going to be a brief intermission for me, so thank you, Badger, freaking Badger. Badger.
Leonard, that Twitch, I haven't used that thing in like 6-7 years, man.
Wars?
Oh, Leonard, that's my that's one of my older accounts, dude.
Before you got nuked?
Yeah. And then well, I think I got two of them nuked at the same time or something like that. It was yeah.
Well, this is for Nerd Wars for the pie.
Naughty.
Thank you so much. Okay,
You
I'm
know,
just
that
away
actually
from the
helps
panel.
me moving
Oh no!
Before you step away, one more.
Gooch.
Oh,
I'm so popular. Everybody loves me so much.
Oh wait, no.
I see it.
oh God damn it! They're all watching this.
Every single one of them, Sammy. Every goddamn one of them.
That's cool. I'm blind. I really wish I could dial that back. I can't now.
No, it's too late.
No, you've gone all the way. You can't go back now.
Bobby Blankenship says that Diesel is Riker's trailer trash cousin, and bullshit. Riker is Diesel's far better off, like what's it called, ancestor. There we go.
Chat.
I'm like
Daytime Emmy.
Riker's
Jordy?
like drunken.
Jordy,
like,
daytime
wind.
Emmy.
Yeah.
You should get a Tubi or whatever they call their awards.
Thank you.
I am offended, sir.
I could have just played Picard.
I just want to know how I ended up with the three voices in one character. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? I got nothing.
You stretch them acting chops. You are a performer. You're a YouTuber. You can.
I have
do this.
nothing. Okay, I have no acting chops at all.
Sammy's Geordie sounds like some people that I went to high school with.
Sammy's Geordie is the equivalent of like a 1942 poster in like fucking Warsaw. I am ashamed of myself. I'm spreading
Apparently-
propaganda.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to keep a
Apparently
straight
Goose just
face and
hit
try to
20
do
cases.
I've
trailers
set a
right
whole race
after
of people
going after
back
this
that I
guy?
don't even belong to.
Gooch,
They'll go full
mad
to
congratulations, dude. Absolutely killing it. Way to go. Congratulations on
No kidding,
20,000.
20
That is
G.
insane. Here's what we
awesome.
all
Cool.
think.
Beta male.
I'm
Mazel
I'm
tov!
sorry.
Congratulations. That's
oh,
really cool.
thank God you're back.
I
I
was
thought I
not at
made
the
you
helm.
cry.
Oh my goodness.
Before we go
Oh
on,
my god.
Look with the two. Sammy is going to get a booty call by Kim Kardashian.
Dude, wear 2 rubbers.
Down.
That won't even work, dude.
What
That's
a whole
some stuff
box.
that Ajax won't clean off.
No, man, the two will tear each other apart. Don't do that.
No,
Bobby Bangladesh says, y'all ever do 12 years a slave? Be there.
Oh no.
We'll just do roots.
hey,
God.
I didn't ask for these powers.
They're a
With great
gift.
power comes great racism, man. Come on.
Blackest man ever.
I give you
Right
my
when you are
black-
Captain.
I give you my
Blue
black
All
Claw
card.
right.
the reverse Oreo.
Here, no, I'll try. I'll
X3.
try to do Jordy's parts as Samuel L. Jackson for the rest of the, or not Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh my god.
No, who's the other one?
No,
Okay,
I
so-
like
Dave Chappelle.
No. Oh, Jesus
Everyone
Christ!
start
I said,
naming
who's
black
the
people,
other one? I need to stop drinking.
Who's
No,
the other one? Who's that other black man?
Dude,
Stereotypical black
no,
man. that can do
that
it.
colored
Tucker.
fella. What's his name? From Remember the Titans.
Denzel.
Oh,
Denzel.
Denzel. How could you forget Denzel?
I've forgotten a lot of things. Mostly what's appropriate on what to do. No, actually, Samuel L. Jackson might be fucking funnier.
You know what? Little this, little that.
I'm tired of
Like
these
it's weird.
motherfucking malfunctions.
Dude,
These motherfucking
you
holodeck.
suggested I just bounce between black actors to finish the part.
You have creative control over your character.
Noted.
Noted. Okay, Act 3. We are presented a scene where we see the Enterprise on its en route to the rendezvous with a voiceover by Riker.
Ship's log, supplemental. First officer reporting. Due to an unknown breakdown in the holodeck, we are unable to locate the captain and his party.
We go to the interior main bridge. Overheard shot moving in on Riker.
Dasha, take over. I'm going to holodeck 3.
Wesley adopts, spins in his chair to face Riker.
Commander, I've studied all the technical manuals on the holodeck. I think I could be of help down there.
Shut up, Wesley. Jordy's well equipped to deal with the situation, Wes. Right now, your duties are on the bridge.
You said duty.
His mother's in there too, sir.
Come on, Wesley.
Thank you, sir.
And shut up.
God damn it.
Oh my goodness. They exit the bridge and Tasha takes Riker's seat. Then we move back into the interrogation room. The captain is still sitting under the hot light of an arc lamp. Bell is leaning forward, intensely grilling him. McNary stands in the shadows.
And you say you never met her before she came to hire you?
I've told you that twice.
Yeah? Well, you're going to tell me again.
Look, fellows, this is no longer amusing.
The big cop roughly shoves Picard back into his seat. Picard is surprised by the amount of force he uses. McNary quickly moves in, restraining his partner.
Easy, Mike.
He moves the steaming detective away from Picard.
You think you're tough, Hill? But you're nothing. You're garbage.
Bell angrily shakes free from his partner's grasp. McNary goes over and crouches by Picard.
Don't take him too seriously, Dix. His old lady's been giving him a hard time. You know how it is.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Waylon and Data continue to move about the room and the waiting room at the police station, fascinated by everything from chairs to the light bulbs. To them, this is a first-hand look at ancient history. Beverly is once again struggling with her handbag when she notices that the desk sergeant is staring at her. Beverly moving toward him. Something on your mind?
Yeah, but I'm not sure I can repeat it in mixed company.
Hot.
Yeah, pretty hep-looking broad.
Is that good?
It ain't bad. You like Charlie McCarthy?
McCarthy. Oh, you mean the man who hunted communist witches?
I got 2 tickets to the show tomorrow night.
Do you mind if I experiment with this device?
Data is standing beside the desk, gazing at a vending machine. The sergeant is greatly annoyed at being interrupted while making his move.
I don't care what you do.
Thanks, Mac.
The sergeant is about to continue, but is once again sidetracked by Data. The android is going haywire, pulling lever after lever at super speed. The sergeant can't believe his eyes.
Who is this jerk?
Bell and McNary have been arguing in a corner of the room. As McNary approaches Picard, it's clear that he's won for the time being.
Okay, Dix, we're busting you out of here.
That is welcome news.
You better not leave town.
It's been a pleasure, sir.
Bell glowers at him and exits the room, slamming the door behind him.
I get the feeling he doesn't like me.
Yeah, we know you're dealing with the fat man, Dixon. Take it from a friend. It doesn't help your case.
Well, I'll keep that in mind.
He rises and offers his hand to McNary. For some reason, it really does feel like he's an old and trusted friend.
And thank you for helping me.
Forget it. When you coming over for supper, the kids would love to see you, and you know how much you love Sharon's cooking.
Soon, my friend. But until then, I have other duties.
Yeah, blonde or brunette.
The two men share a laugh. McNary opens the door.
She's a lady, all right. I call her Enterprise.
Sounds like a working girl.
Oh my.
I'll stop by the office with a bottle of scotch. You can tell me all about her.
Back in the waiting room, Picard steps out. Waylon.
Having a good time?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it seems too real. Glad you could make it. I must say, you wear it well.
Beverly has a sly smile. Why, thank you, Mr. Hill. They lock eyes for a moment.
I think it's time we got back to the Enterprise.
We are on the Enterprise, Captain.
Yes, of course we are.
Do we have time to see your office?
Well, I don't see why not.
Picard leads him to the door. Data begins to struggle with the doorknob. He pushes and pulls on it as the others look on in amusement. Finally, Waylon reaches over and shows him the way. Picard pulls the door open. We can see the hallway in Dixon Hill's office building.
The holodeck makes excellent use of finite space.
They enter to find the same little man we saw before waiting for Dixon Hill.
Mr. Hill, you've been avoiding me.
It's Felix Leach. It has to be.
You know me, sir?
Well, I've read about you many times.
Picard steps past Leach, leading his crew into the office.
I'm sorry, Mr. Leach, but it really must be going. Call again tomorrow.
Leach follows them, growing angry.
You're being quite rude, Mr. Hill. You haven't even introduced me to your charming companions.
Picard goes to the exiting place.
That'll have to wait.
We have business! Urgent business!
Picard turns to see that Leach has pulled a gun on him.
You're not going anywhere. Not until we have a little chat.
Back on the Enterprise, which this scene didn't happen in the episode, so we're just gonna have to use our imagination. So picture this. Back on the main bridge. Tasha punches the intercom.
Bridge to holodeck. We're approaching Tirona 4.
Oh, the holodeck entrance. The angle is on Riker with Wesley. Geordi and technicians are working behind him.
Any word from the Harada?
Not a thing, sir.
They may be testing us, seeing if we'll stick to the arrangements.
What do we do now, sir?
We wait.
Everything checks out so far. Crusher believes trouble may have been caused by the Jordanian probe. If so, it could be very difficult to locate.
Oh, thank you, Morgan Freeman.
I am every black man now. Continuing.
Back to Dixon Hill's office. Leach is still holding a gun on everyone.
I am not a man to be toyed with, Mr. Hill. You are hired to locate a certain object. I demand to know what you've done with it.
I can't help you, Mr. Leach. I'm afraid the game is over.
I assure you, this is no game.
Waylon.
Take it from me, Leach. You'll never find it. Now, give me the gun.
Waylon takes another step. A shot rings out. The Saurian staggers backwards, amazed at the hole in his chest. A circle of blood spreads as he slumps to the floor. Beverly rushes to him. He looks up at Picard, shock registering on his pale face.
But they're not real.
This man has been shot. If we don't get him to sickbay, he'll die. This game is now being played for keeps. Fade out. End of Act 3.
Whew.
I will say this is the part in the episode where I was like, oh, shit.
Safety protocols have been disengaged.
What you mean, Sammy, is this the part where shit got real?
Oh my goodness. Okay, how's the chat doing over here?
Feel free to take over.
Are
for a
you
moment.
not entertained? Leon is talking too fast as Picard?
I tried to slow it down. I'm saying that. Thank you for the suggestion.
The hell?
Talk twice as fast now.
Yes.
Again, black people, so sorry.
No black people watch Moxie except Kata.
Will,
Still,
sometimes
well,
Atreus.
He stopped and realized there was no feet in this episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you got socks or slippers on, dear?
No, she's a 1940s dame right now. We know it's a tall heel.
Oh, so it's pantyhose.
Word.
Oh my goodness. Move over here. Hey TEBOW, how you doing?
Get away from me.
You know
You
what?
got me into this mess.
Hey, what's
It's
happening?
easier. She doesn't have to wear stockings. She can just run a line up the back of her leg, like the silk stockings used to be, because that's what women in the 40s did.
Stop
Because all
putting
the
this
nylon,
image in our heads.
all the nylon
did.
and all the silk was needed for the army.
Hold on. I've got to unbutton a few buttons.
Continue.
Free. Slowly. God.
No, keep going.
Oh no.
I like this one. Leon Du Picard is Kirk.
Shut up, Wesley.
Okay.
Green.
Act 4. We're back in the office. Beverly is ministering to the fallen form of Waylon. There's massive internal bleeding.
How could this happen?
It'll happen again if you don't cooperate.
Picard is furious. He lunges at Leach, striking him and knocking the gun from his hands. Leach is startled, backing out of the room wide-eyed.
You struck me! How dare you!
When Picard moves toward him, he backpedals hurriedly to the door.
You'll be sorry! The fat man is not going to like this!
He works for Santa.
He scoots out the door and around the corner. Picard instinctively starts to go after him.
You're on the naughty list.
We have to get him to sick bay.
Exit.
They look to the wall. No response.
Computer, exit.
Still no response.
Well, try the other exit.
Data dashes to the other exit. At the non-existent exit,
Computer, identify exit.
nothing happens. Data turns and sprints back to the others. Data rejoins the group.
There is a programming malfunction. The computer refuses to identify the exits.
I'm losing his pulse. Picard goes to the wall.
Computer, this is the captain. Identify exit.
He walks along the wall, pounding it angrily, hunting for the exit. We're back on the bridge.
Standard orbit, Mr. Worf. Aye, sir. Standard orbit.
Thank you. Inside the main bridge, Riker's looking at the screen with great concern and more than a little anger. He punches the intercom.
Riker to holodeck.
Geordi and Wesley are intensely examining a complex circuitry panel.
Not a motherfucking thing yet, Commander.
We're running out of time.
Okay.
I think you killed her. Oh, there she is.
Composure. Composure. I'm still here, I promise. Oh,
We
gosh.
ain't found shit.
The three from the Enterprise are still combing the walls over at Dixon Hill's office. It's no use. It's just not here anymore. Picard backs away from the wall, looking grim.
Suggestions, Mr. Data?
I am at a loss. We are in a holodeck-created building of 1941. The computer has refused to accept voice commands. The controls for the environment are therefore not accessible. They are outside in the reality of the holodeck.
I could use some light. Data grabs a floor lamp next to help Beverly. He is mystified by the lamp cord. When it pulls from its socket and the lamp goes out, Picard quickly solves the problem by hitting a wall switch and illuminating the room from the overhead lights. Data replaces the lamp cord in the socket when the sounds of footsteps are heard coming down the hall. 3 shadows are seen through the glass. This time, no one bothers to knock. Leech enters, followed by a gun-toting thug. It's clear this isn't a friendly visit. These two move aside so that a third man can enter. Cyrus Redblock strolls in slowly. He's a massive man, imposing in his white Panama suit and straw hat. He hangs with his hat on a rack and wipes his sweaty brow with a large white handkerchief.
Good day, Mr. Hill. My name is Cyrus Redblock. I hope you don't mind me dropping in.
I see I have no choice.
Life is an endless stream of choices. Unfortunately, you have chosen to make my life difficult.
Redblock's beady eyes are already searching the room.
I don't suppose you'd be foolish enough to hide it here.
No, I don't suppose so.
Still, I'm sure you won't mind if we take a look around.
I wish you'd quit asking, since it's obvious you're going to do it anyway. It's a big waste of time.
Good manners, madam, are never a waste. Civility, gentlemen. Always civility. Sorry.
With his thug wielding a gun, Redblock prods Picard and company into Dixon Hill's office. Upon seeing Wayland's body, Redblock loses some of his gentlemanly air.
Get that stiff out of here.
He's not dead.
From his pallor, he soon will be.
Who's thug? You know what, Darnell?
I feel like you could be a
It's
thug.
me? All right, fuck it. You want to actually throw him in the garbage, boss?
The next room will do nicely for now.
His henchman starts to comply. Picard moves to stop him, but Leech quickly puts a gun to his head.
Which one struck you?
It was here.
Redblock nods at Leech, who uses his gun to backhand Picard across the face. There it is. A trickle of blood is a tangible reminder of the hazards of this world.
For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. A truism that you have sadly neglected.
The front door opens and an unsuspecting Lieutenant McNary walks in. He's quickly disarmed by the thug and brought before Redblock and Leech.
I saw your light and figured you were working late. Guess I was right.
He takes a long look at Redblock and Leech.
Nice company you're keeping, Dix. You forget to take the trash out this morning?
The thug slugs McNary in the stomach, doubling him over. Redblock wipes his brow.
I'm a tolerant man, but I don't tolerate disrespect.
Your devotion to etiquette is highly admirable, sir. However, your methods leave much to be desired.
You do such a good data. For the first time, Redblock and Leech turn their attention to the dapper man with the silvery skin. They move toward him menacingly.
What have we here?
He looks like a ghost.
Where do you suppose he's from?
Leech moves closer, grabbing Data's hat and circling him for a better look. Looking at Leech with his bulging, sleepy eyes, Data feels like an ant under a microscope. Leech breaks into a slow, devious smile as he holds a gun to Data's chin.
Wherever you hatched anyway.
Data looks to Picard, then back at Leech.
Central America.
Redblock pushes the gun aside and stands nose to nose with Data.
I've been all over the world, I must say. I've never seen anything like you.
He's not from this world. None of us are.
Redblock's first reaction is a surprise. He quickly smothers it with laughter. Picard elaborates, using Redblock's legendary greed as an enticement.
We come from a world of fabulous riches, a world of objects far greater in value than the one you seek.
Closes in on Redblock. Of course he doesn't believe it, but the mere thought of this kind of world has his head buzzing. Shot moves over to Leech, who senses that what is on Redblock's mind. Leech somehow feels threatened by these thoughts.
That's ridiculous! You're a private dick! We've met before and you've never mentioned any of this!
He's right, Dix. That's pretty weak stuff. I can't even buy that line of guff.
I'm not Dixon Hill.
Beverly says, he's not. McNary rolls his eyes.
I only look like Dixon Hill.
He speaks the truth, sir. From your point of view, he is only a fiction, a facsimile, a knockoff, a cheap imitation.
Thank you, Mr. Data.
Sorry, sir. That did not come out quite the way I intended.
Intended. Angles back on Redblock,
yeah.
rubbing his chin, sporting an evil grin.
Very good. Very good. What a wonderful piece of fiction. Quite entertaining. I admire your skill at trying to obfuscate our sense of reality.
It is you who are not real, sir.
Data?
It is you who are imaginary characters derived from a work of fiction.
Angles in on Leech. There he is. Not liking what he's hearing, as though deep down he sensed it was true.
Give it up, fellas. These guys are too smart to fall for that story. I'm afraid you are not real either, Lieutenant.
On McNary, who feels a cold flash for an instant, then shakes his head derisively.
I don't want to hear any more of this. You're making me crazy.
Picard.
Oh, deep down, you all sense the truth. Deep down, you know you're not real. All of you.
Shut up! Oh, let me shoot them, Mr. Redblock. Let me kill them one by one.
Beverly is still tending to Waylon while Redblock is pondering what to do. So this is a whole lot of stuff that was happening in the script that wasn't on screen, so I'm a little discombobulated over here. Back to Redblock.
A most interesting situation. Perhaps we should test this theory by killing one of them.
You've already done that. This man is dying. This whole thing is senseless.
Hardly. Senseless killing is immoral, but killing for a purpose is often ingenious.
Well said, Mr. Redblock. What's our purpose?
You're goddamn right.
I love this so much. Leech pulls out a stiletto, casually places it against Picard's chest. As he speaks, he slowly begins to pluck the buttons off Picard's shirt.
Wow.
We are on a quest for knowledge, Mr. Leach. We want the item.
He coolly runs the blade over Picard's Adam's apple.
We don't have it.
Shall I kill him?
No. Kill the woman.
Beverly trying to maintain her composure as Leach's gun comes into frame, pointed straight at her head. It fades out. End of Act 4. Boom. Getting intense. How's the chat doing? Still 89 of you
Well, I need
across platforms. Thank you. Need a little sippy sip. Everyone good? Need a little intermission?
My throat's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Final act, Act 5. We're still in the office here. Leach is poised to pull the trigger.
Red Block, I have the item.
Red Block is intrigued by Picard's offer.
At last. I knew it. God, man. You are a character. Waiting until the last moment. Testing my resolve. What ally you would make. Now, where is it?
I'll explain. But first, I lost my place. Tell Leach to back off.
Red Block mulls it over.
Put the gun down, Mr. Leach.
Leach's shoulders slump. He's gravely disappointed.
But I want to kill her.
Perhaps later. I won't. It won't harm us to listen to Mr. Hill.
Don't make any deals with that slime, Dix.
Red Block's thug wraps McNary's chin with his gun, knocking the detective to the ground.
Begin. Make your thoughts fruitful. Make your words eloquent. Your lovely friend's life depends on it.
There is a price.
My God, man. I knew you were the same stripe. Name it.
Mr. Wayland's life. You must help us save him.
Then we go back to the main bridge. Riker is standing between the con and the ops, looking over Worf's shoulder as something on his monitor. Suddenly, the bridge crackles with blue light, knocking Riker off balance.
What the devil?
Probes. I'm feeling several of them, sir. They're all inside of me.
Holy shit.
Very steamy.
Verified. Coming for the Haradans.
Worf and Tasha work furiously to counteract the beams. We can hear the steady drone of the Enterprise's engine straining to meet the challenge.
Open angling frequencies.
Blouse open. I mean, frequencies open, sir.
This is Commander Riker, aboard the Enterprise. We demand that you...
Riker cuts off as a loud noise comes over the comm, drowning him out. It's the sound of buzzing, as though a microphone had been stuck down an angry hornet's nest.
Cut that off.
Tasha does so, and the only thing we hear is the hard press sound of the ship's engines. Wesley and technicians, Geordi, Wesley, and technicians are in the background.
Lieutenant LaForge to the bridge. That was my best Chris Rock.
Riker here.
I can do. Sorry.
You sound like John Travolta.
We'll move on.
Sandy!
Andy.
Andy.
Jordy.
So are you, Sammy?
I said Lieutenant LaForge to the bridge.
And I said Riker here. Bitch.
Is everything all right, sir? We felt quite a surge down here.
Yes. Status report, you fool.
Jordy.
We think there might have been something, sir. I'll let Ensign Crusher explain.
Wesley is examining a dismantled panel of circuitry using a pointed bifocal instrument that allows him to see microscopically.
I found 3.
Shut up, Wesley. Get the explanation. Can you repair it?
I don't know if I should. If this isn't done correctly, the program could abort, and everyone inside could vanish.
Shut up, Wesley. You need more time to study it.
No, sir. Whether we do it now or later, the risk will be the same.
Riker
Do it.
thinks for a moment.
Do it.
Oh, back in Dixon Hill's office. Picard is in a passionate tone to Red Block.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Every fine. Sorry. Just broke me.
I'm sorry.
We can find a way of getting him to our sick bay by fixing our computer.
Computer. I don't know this word.
Picard sighs. Nothing is coming easy. Wesley's working on the circuitry. Back-
Ow. No.
He's working so hard.
back in Dixon Hill's office on Data, Red Block, and Leech.
It's a mechanical or electronic apparatus capable of carrying out repetitious and highly complex mathematical operations at a high speed.
Angles back to Leech, becoming infuriated with Data's rambling definition.
Computers are used to control, perform, process, or store.
Enough! Let me kill him! He's getting irritating me.
Flash cuts to Wesley in the script, not the show, working intently. There's a blue flash. Back to Hill's office, where Leech is taking aim at Data. Suddenly, the entire settings change, and all involved find themselves in a snowy alien landscape. The wind is howling like a bitch. This is in the script. The wind is howling like a bitch, driving Leech to his knees and ripping the hat off of the thug's head.
Wait,
This is a
you have
hellish
different
place.
script than us.
No?
I do? No, I copy pasted it into
mine,
a Word
mine
doc.
says the wind is screaming like a banshee, chilling everyone to the bone.
Mine says howling
Now
like a
look at-
bitch.
Yeah.
Mine
No,
says like a
look
bitch.
ahead of that. Yeah, you're a little
Guys,
ahead.
1:30 in the morning.
Oh, I'm retarded. I'm sorry.
This is a hellish place. Imagine the North Pole in a hurricane. We're almost done. The wind is screaming like a banshee, chilling everyone to the bone. Then just as suddenly, they're all back in the office. They're frozen in their tracks, still shell-shocked and shivering from the sudden change in climate. McNary is amazed by what happened. Leech is terrified. Red Block is intrigued. Data.
Captain, the exit.
The blue streak has reappeared on the closest door. Picard to Red Block.
That's it. Away into our world.
Leech is still trembling, looking around paranoidically. Huh.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
though
Horrible
waiting to be
word.
transported. Back to that frozen hell, but Red Block has shaken off the snowy cold. He waddles up to the exit spot and examines it with great interest.
Remarkable. Is this a two-way passage? Can one enter your world and return to this one simply by stepping through?
Yes.
Stepping through?
Allow us, Mr. Whalen, and we'll return with the item.
Extremely close on Red Block, his beady eyes aglow, his swollen tongue, sliding over his parched lips as he thinks of the item. He begins to chuckle. It grows into a laugh, then a belly laugh. As Red Block practically explodes with laughter. Oh my. Soon the thugs are joining in. Finally, even the weak-kneed Leech has broken into little machine gun bursts of laughter.
By
Big
God,
guy.
sir, you are a camp. To think that I would wait here.
If you are thinking of going through yourself, sir, I can assure you that is not possible.
Not possible. One look at you, sir, proves that anything is possible.
Picard is eyeing the exit, wondering if he should try and make a break for it. The thug pulls a large pistol.
Stand back, Mr. Hill. I would shoot you myself, but I don't want to rob my assistant of his greatest pleasure.
Thanks, boss.
Red Block to thug.
Oh, yeah. After we've gone, kill them all. Make sure no one ever finds the bodies.
You're insane. You think you can kill a cop and get away with it?
Why not? I've done it before. Come, Mr. Leach.
Yes, sir. Already done.
Our destiny. Oh, shit.
You're good.
Our destiny awaits. Au revoir. Et bon chance, mon ami.
Side by side, the two men step through the portal. The thug puts the gun on Picard. Data steps forward and pinches its muzzle closed.
Oh, God.
Oh, my. The thug makes a move to Data, and Data decks him. In the Enterprise hallway, you get a close-up on Red Block and Leech. The glitch is still glitching. They have come out through a back wall of the holodeck, not the main holodeck entrance. They step out into an empty hallway. Leech is bug-eyed and nervous. Red Block is wide-eyed and deliriously happy.
Another world. A whole nother world to plunder.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
My feet.
Too mesmerized to speak, Leech simply nods down toward their feet. Red Block looks down and shrieks to see that they are each dematerializing from the bottom up. They look on in abstract horror as their feet and legs completely disappear. Red Block cries out to the heavens as his chest vaporizes.
No! I want to live! I'm Cyrus Redblock, motherfucker! I'm Cyrus Redblock!
Their torsos and heads go the same way until there is nothing left. Back to the holodeck. Let's see. In the script, Geordi and Wesley are there.
We've done it, but still no sign of them.
The entrance to the holodeck. Geordi.
Can we go inside?
Pick him up. Get him to the sick bay.
What about you?
I'll follow you. Now go.
Making their way through the office, Data, carrying Waylon, and Beverly exit. Picard turns to McNary.
I can't think of a way to thank you. You know I can't take you with me.
Yeah, someone's got to book this creep. Once a cop, always a cop, I guess.
The office floor rumbles again.
I have to go.
Kiss me. So this is the big goodbye.
They shake hands like two old friends who are about to part forever. This is the big goodbye.
Tell me something, Dixon. When you've gone, will this world still exist? Will my wife and kids still be waiting for me at home?
No.
You're dead, motherfucker.
I honestly don't know. Goodbye, my friend.
Picard steps
I have
through.
a memory card.
After a few moments, McNary's entire world goes pitch black. Back at the interior entrance to holodeck on them, Picard steps back out onto the Enterprise. Data hurriedly takes Waylon away. Wesley rushes to Beverly, who hugs him as she follows Data. Now back to the main bridge. Tasha.
Captain.
Picard hurries to the command area and takes his seat.
Are you ready, sir?
As ready as I'll ever be. Open hailing frequencies.
Frequencies open.
This is Jean-Luc Picard, captain of the USS Enterprise. Draxanis.
Picard is finishing his greeting. The others on the bridge are holding completely still, praying nothing goes wrong.
Rasla.
Oh, well done. The captain has completed his recitation. There's dead silence as the officers await the Haradan reaction. We see their faces we do not see in the show. As the Haradan leader appears on screen, we see him from the shoulders up. He is indeed wasp-like, black and yellow, with his pointed insectile features and waving black antennae. Haradan's calm voice.
You have honored us with your word of greeting. A new day dawns between us.
There's great joy and relief on the bridge. Picard takes a deep breath. Riker smiles at him.
So, have a nice vacation.
It was a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to die there.
Freeze frame.
Dum, dum, ba-da-dum,
And the
ba-da-dum.
back 5, pull out a word and retreat for deep space. The end. The freaking end.
I don't remember this in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you
It's like,
guys.
I am
Sammy,
not a
you are an
fag.
absolute idiot, dude. You're the one of the funny, man. Dude, you killed me, dude.
Speaking of the big ship, we submitted a 5. Just a quick message to celebrate Sammy's wonderful racial sensitivity and setting back Black people 150 years.
It's the best I could do. That was Gambit.
Oh my goodness.
That wasn't even a black person. That was
Close enough.
it's the best I could do, mon ami.
If I wasn't looking for a job, I was going
Yeah.
in that route for
Yeah. Life don't get much better than this.
You guys were fantastic. I
Oh.
had more fun than I thought I was going to have, but I knew it was going to be great.
It was a
everyone
blast.
had fun.
Absolutely.
Lie to
Oh,
me.
I love
Okay,
it.
now close these tabs that have been sitting open on my computer for the last like 4 or 5 days.
I know. I've got 5 of them open, dude. I'm just like,
I'm done. I'm closing them.
I'm done with them, too,
Oh,
dude.
God.
Thanks for being such great sports.
Yeah, I was
Um,
panicking about this. It turns out I didn't give a shit, and it was
Yeah,
really
it was
fun.
fun.
Dude, you're freaking out. All of a sudden, Leech at some point turned into a cartoon. Oh no, Mr. Jones.
Yeah,
you-
you turned into a clown.
Cartoon character,
Can
dude.
I have a
Huckleberry
word for
Hound.
you?
Oh, man.
My throat couldn't handle the gravelly German voice anymore. So
Oh, it was
I
supposed to be
do know.
German?
What's that fucking?
yeah,
I was getting like Indian or something.
Yeah, at first
He's
it was
supposed to be
just
Middle
like, I
Eastern.
see you, Mr.
No,
Mr.
Yeah,
Jones.
it's so middle.
yeah, it was
Dude,
Indian.
you know,
Yeah,
I
no.
know a Middle Eastern person.
Oh my God, Mr. Red Crab!
you gonna
I
like
want to
some
kill
bucket?
this guy. Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
What's
Oh my gosh.
the
Thank
computer?
You know, was it worth staying up this
By,
late for?
by the way, the out of nowhere, Morgan Freeman Jordy was the best. It
Thank
was
you.
just out of nowhere, man. It's like, and now all of a sudden, I was like,
No, so I had this. The other one was the Samuel L. Jackson one.
Yeah.
So when I was doing stand up, I used to have this joke, and this is a true thing. Did you know Samuel L. Jackson used to be a cheerleader for his high school?
No,
way.
really?
Yep.
Can you imagine how intimidating that would be? Where he's like, "Give me an M, motherfucker!
Cheer, motherfuckers!
Give me a U!" It was like, "What does that spell? What the fuck does that spell?"
Well, actually, teams that have guys on them generally don't do a lot of those types of cheers. They're more like competition, like stunts and
it's
shit.
because
Yeah,
the
but
dudes
would
are
you
always
really stop
throwing
him
the
from-
Oh
women
yeah,
up
he was
there,
like,
man.
"Rah,
The
rah,
dang-
Shisku ba," and then he did like a
the
backflip.
cheerleaders are always the cheerleaders. A
Motherfucker.
lot of times are more jacked than the freaking football players, man.
He says- Which is a really great reference because the guy that fucking from Reservoir Dogs is in this episode.
And then James Earl Jones is like, "You have set our entire race back
250
by
years.
years and years. Everything the light touches is an embarrassment."
You have altered our history. Pray do not alter it further.
We've altered our-
I have to go to work tomorrow. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Thank you,
They're gonna be
Sammy.
like, "How was your weekend?"
Beautiful.
I'll be like, "I'm retarded."
You in full retard, dude.
Dude,
It
that's
was fantastic.
Hey,
That's
you
how I
committed.
do
That's all
every
that
day,
matters.
man.
Full retard.
Yeah,
That's
that's how you
how
gotta
we
live.
do. We do it, man. This is fun as hell. We're gonna do this again. This is hilarious. Sammy,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta come back on and do like, I don't care. Just do somebody. It doesn't matter. Just do some shit. It's great.
Whatever you want, Diesel.
Fantastic. No,
Diesel,
you're
is
already
this your
hired.
first time meeting Sammy?
Was
I said,
that
Diesel, is this your first time meeting Sammy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you've met him before.
Hi.
Sammy, Diesel's
Dude,
on a.
you gotta do the whole. You gotta do the whole.
streams. Yeah.
Fusion dance him, Sammy. There you go.
Other way.
Tom.
No,
Oh,
other
yeah.
way.
Full retard. He went full retard. There you go. Touching tails.
Now we're D3.
Sammy. Sammy, thank you so much. I know you're tired. I'm surprised you're still conscious.
No, I'm probably gonna take tomorrow off. Fuck that. They can deal without me.
Oh, hell yeah. It's Thanksgiving week. Nothing matters
Yeah,
this week.
I got to go to the doctor and see about this tumor in my abdomen.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, a tumor? You said it was just
No,
Come on,
it's,
Sammy. Give us
no,
an,
it's
it's not a
swollen.
tumor.
I'm just
Give
gonna
us an
get.
it's not a tumor.
No, I'm gonna get the doctor to look at
Tumor.
it just to be careful, man. It's not an infection, but it is still swollen.
yeah.
and
That's
hurts
not
like hell,
normal, dude. That's
Yeah,
not normal.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
You might need to consult your doctor.
Yeah, they better give me some drugs tomorrow so I can lay down. No, it's better than it
doctor.
was though, man. But it's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
looking like somebody 10 years sober.
Yeah. Hey
You
man,
want
look,
to go
man.
to the
like,
doctor?
No, Mox,
It
put
hurts.
me in the middle. real quick.
you
I wanna
have-
do my thing.
You have your abdomen cut on with a knife, man, and then stitched all back together like
Middle.
sucks
Put me in the middle.
for the sixth time.
Put Sammy in the middle where Diesel's at. There we go.
Hold on. I love doing this.
Hey, Mr. Popo's wearing a cowboy hat.
So does
Beautiful.
that make me the logo?
No, I thought the logo went in the middle.
Oh.
It does.
Fuck you, Greg. I'm Allison, motherfucker. You better.
Oh,
clean your-
Marsha.
It's the
Greg
new
hasn't laughed
Jam
that hard in
Brady,
ages.
motherfucker.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What up, Bobby?
Glad everyone had fun.
Bobby.
Ew.
What
We
was
should
the
do this
fourth
again
little
sometime.
kid's name? The fourth son? Oliver?
Bobby?
Go back to the basement, Oliver.
Oh,
Oh,
the
wait, that
fourth
was like the
one.
latter years, right?
No, I want to start doing like filming a bunch of like other people's like tragedies gone wrong and be like, "Wow, what'd you do? It was out of tune."
We're just turning our wild
I
man.
would love to take
Oh,
video
man.
of like movies and shows and just record stupid audio like that over them. Like in let's say let's go
MSK 3000.
MSK 3000.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you
Mr.
know-
Thomas
Oh, yeah.
Theater.
no, but
Or
like cut,
MST3K. That's what it is.
but like
MST3K,
no,
there we go.
that yes, that's the dream. But like also like cut out like the audio, like Top Gun. Your writing checks your butt can't cash, Maverick.
I
Oh,
had
that
a
would be
similar
very of
idea
you.
when
That
I
would
went
be
for a
cool.
channel, but it was to do that with anime, and I realized how bad anime gets copyright claim because I wanted to do a fucking
I would-
Mystery Science Theater.
Oh
with
my
anime
God,
so
I would
hard.
Dude,
fucking
we used
die
to
to
do
do
that with my brother and them. They used to make. They had an audio like recorder on this guy's like camcorder, and
Yeah.
we used to make movies, and then
Yep,
we would
same.
dub over
Same.
the audio,
Yeah.
and it would look like a badly dubbed Chinese
Yep.
movie, and it would be so
Guys,
stupid.
I
We
love
just
all of
dub
this.
over.
This is a backstage
I did
conversation.
that.
Moxie, didn't you have something that you wanted to say, dear?
She also
she
said
said that
she'd
she'd be
DRB
right
which is
back.
why her camera is off. So thanks for
Oh,
checking the
okay,
private
never
chat.
mind. I thought we were signing off.
She asked if everyone could hang out for at least another 3 minutes or so, and then
All
she'd
right,
be
that's
right
fine.
back.
I'll just go.
Yeah,
I'll
the
just
clock
go
started about a
myself.
minute ago, so she got 2 more.
There you go, Sammy.
there.
Just go fuck yourself.
Excuse me.
You're calling in tomorrow anyway. What's it fucking matter?
Oh, it's gonna be so
Let's
much
be
fun.
real. You are calling into your fucking job tomorrow.
Because I'm gonna have to make up an excuse to like call, because like it has
Say
to
that
be
you
an
have to
hour
get an
before.
abortion.
Blue
Just
season.
say that you live in Michigan. That's a blue state.
Oh,
Just say you have to get an
no,
abortion.
I should say I'm having an abortion. They can't do anything about it.
You identify as a
know.
woman.
Tell them you identify as something.
Oh, they're gonna be like, Sam, you're a man, and I'll be like, you can't tell me that shit, motherfucker.
Are you a biologist?
today.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Sammy, thank you for hanging out. Get some rest. We'll do this again sometime. You were fantastic. You were quick to. I was listening. Mm-hmm. I stepped.
Oh, he just noped out.
I was trying to explain. I didn't know. Oh, your mic.
What's happening?
On you.
I love this
Madness,
shit so
ma'am.
much.
Madness. Pure D madness.
There's still 50 people watching this chicanery.
93 across all platforms. Hello. X and
my God,
Humble.
Well, the other 43 don't matter.
Jesus
Wow.
He got up to 102 at one point. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that
everybody
was
on all the
amazing.
multiple platforms.
That's dope, man.
Let's do some outros. Sammy, you want to do yours first since you gotta.
No, I'm calling
Oh,
in
okay.
to work tomorrow.
He's
Go ahead.
He's calling tomorrow. He's like, yeah, fuck that
He's
shit.
like-
I'm not going to go into work tomorrow.
Okay, we'll go
Me
reading.
neither. I'm not going to
Leon,
work
In a
either.
union.
Leon, outro. What are you doing next? What's going on?
Tomorrow is Countercast. Tomorrow is the regular Monday show panel stream. Sammy literally messaged me earlier. It's like, I might be off tomorrow. So if so, I'll come on the show. It sounds like you're going to be off tomorrow. So of course you will be on amongst
Strong
a
position.
colorful cast of other individuals. I got no fucking idea what we're talking about. And then on Tuesday, we've got Tinfoil Haters, me and Sammy's conspiracy theory show. We'll be doing it with Enzo. And I think, are we talking QAnon? Is that the conspiracy we're talking about? on Tuesday? All right. So we're talking QAnon on Tuesday night. And that's my week thus far.
Beautiful. Tiny. Are you joining panels or are you on any regular shows right now?
Pretty much every Wednesday and almost every Saturday, I'm with MSK in the evenings, and I think Devil's Angels is taking a hiatus over all the holiday season so that people can actually like see their families and not have to worry about this shit. I've had a couple other people send me some DMs. I'm starting to make some other appointments or whatever. But
Awesome.
and our D&D had a season finale this last week and was pretty amazing. And when we start up again in a few weeks, I'll let everybody know.
Awesome. And everybody's links are in the description. So follow, like, do all the things. And Quizmaster Darnell Quigley.
Yes, I will be on the MSK show tomorrow night. I host Quiz Time with Quizmaster Darnell Quigley on Tuesday night at 8:45 Central. Co-host with Mr. Berger and Iron Oxide. Then I do the Insert Title Here show with Drunken Emerald late Friday nights. And then Saturday night, D&D is on a hiatus, so I'll be on the MSK show. Lastly, I have a youtube.com/@shamrecords, all one word. It is my AI generated music. Go check it out. Check out the songs. Listen to them.
Really good.
It's
Ooh.
enjoy. I have a blast doing them, and I love seeing people enjoy them.
Awesome. Sammy.
Hi, I'm Sammy Threepeat. You can find me on X at Sammy Threepeat. I'm a Detroit-based musician. I have some live albums that I posted. I have a new show. I actually had episode 5 on my channel. In other news, I'm also starting a Batman podcast, but you guys probably know me from my website sounding exactly like a blackguy.com. Moving on.
Thank you,
You
Sammy.
need to do that
Diesel.
now, right? You know that now.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that safe to Google that? Can I actually look that up without?
Yeah,
Hold
look it
on,
up.
let's
There's going to be no
find
problem.
out.
You're not going to be on the
Okay,
list
yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
Uh-oh.
Next Sunday, Iron
like, fuck it.
Oxide and I'll be back with Space Jockeys. That is usually at about 6 or 8 Central and 6 Avocado time. And not sure what the topic is yet. We'll have to figure that one out. One of these days we're going to do, I already told him he needs to watch it so we can go over and do like an episode or 2 on Arcane. I dig that show. I just rewatched everything and I like it.
You
Could
need
be
to
on Rogues Gallery Friday, depending. I got to get with Leon sometime and actually get back on his show since I bailed twice because of, hospital and funerals.
Diesel, I've told you before, homie. Open invite. You just hit me up when you're available, and you.
Hey man, if I get back from the doctor and everything's cool tomorrow, I'll hit you up, dude.
Sounds. I'm also planning out my December date, so if you can't tomorrow, I'm sure there's. I'm down either way. Also, real quick, Sammy, the website hasn't been taken. You could literally do. I checked. Sounding like a blackguy.com. So sounding like a blackguy.com. Get that domain, Sammy.
I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Spot
Man, this
on,
is
right?
like the funnest. This is Sammy, you ain't right, dude. You would I'm telling you, you would totally fit in. My brothers we're all idiots, man, and you'd fit in well, man. You would fit in well, dude.
He just
That's
called you an idiot
a
with
compliment,
smile.
man. I mean the good kind of idiot, not
That's
like
a compliment in the trailer parks, man. Come on.
Yep.
I'm reaching. Wait, hold on.
Aw.
Oh,
Yes.
Tips, brothers.
Yes.
yes, Queen.
TEBOW.
Yes.
You can have some too, Darnell. Yes.
Minimal effort live.
Oh, I'm supposed to shill
Do
myself.
a thing. Who are you? What are you doing?
Nothing. I stream on Monday nights, and then of course Wednesday, Friday I try to do game streams, feature some indie devs and that kind of shit. So yeah, I put out videos typically 3, 4, 5 times a week, depending if I have time. And yeah, I got 2 channels. One I haven't done shit with in like weeks, and the other one I'm barely hanging on by a thread. So that's about what I'm up to right now.
Awesome possum. Well, final words. Anyone?
I had a lot more fun than I
Shut
thought it was gonna be a lot of fun, but I had a lot more fun than I expected.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Remember for 1 month. I really needed these laughs. Thank you for that. Cheers. We
That's
need to
why I
laugh
do
more.
this.
This is
That's
awesome.
why I do this.
I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We're gonna call it a night. So Enterprise out.
Good night, everybody.